This is a nice change compared to last season, mate. Because remember, last season we had all Mexican, all Brazilian.
True.
Now we're gonna have all Mexican, all Brazilian, and one Peruvian.
Yeah. Un momento, mate. Un momento.
What do you mean un momento? God damn it! You need to stop talking with Jaco. He's tainting your Spanish. Anyhow, speaking of tainting, mate, here we have the red cell player, the creep spreading cell player, the CranKy Duckling. This is Ryu.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres LE, we have the Peruvian Terran player. He is blue, representing Eximius Gaming, the drunken master himself. It is Kaozfate. Mate. Let's see how this goes. They're back at it again.
Yes, TvZ, like Kaozfate versus Ryu. This is a match that we have seen plenty of times before. And usually this is a very hard matchup for Ryu because, mate, Kaozfate is a very good Bioterran.
Oh yeah.
His splits, his marine control is on par with Beyond, mate.
Exactly.
When are we gonna do so much? Beyond versus Kaozfate. Come on.
Don't think Beyond's Risk can handle that anymore. F's in the chat. F's in the chat, mate. Oh god. But no, yeah, I 100% agree. Like Kaozfate, he's amazing. He's amazing when he is like, actually there, actually competing, not hungover somewhere in a back alley or something. So yeah, like Kaozfate, he has a lot of potential as a player. But recently, Ryu has been winning series, but in a very different manner. We've seen a lot more like roach aggression and roach play coming out from Ryu to kind of end the game a little bit early. What I will say is that we've also seen some better veto choices from Ryu, but it's a little bit scary, right? We're in a best of 5, and you only get one veto. Mate, Beckett or Blackburn, one of them is going to go through.
It's like we just started the ladder season this week, and no new maps. So my question is, will we have new maps like just after the qualifiers are over tomorrow? Because I believe that's how happened last season, right? We had new maps like 1 or 2 weeks into the new season.
Yeah, I mean, if you recall, ESL did tweet out that they were not going to use the new maps for the qualifiers, which was good because a lot of players were worried. They were like, oh my god, with the new season and the new map pool, like, what's going to happen to the qualifiers? So ESL did confirm that, so yeah, we'll see if that changes. Regardless, I'm pretty sure for the main event, even if a new map pool comes out, we will be playing on the current map pool here.
Do you think so, mate? Do you think so?
Oh yeah, 100%. It would.
I don't know, mate. I kinda don't want to see another month of tournaments playing with the ladder maps.
Well, I recommend not tuning into Twitch, mate. God. Meanwhile, Ryu, I was just talking about it. I was talking about how he has been embracing roaches here, and there we go. Roach Warren is thrown down.
Yeah, Roach Warren. By the way, Kaozfate went for a faster CC. This is something that I see more Terrans doing again and again because, mate, it makes sense. If you do not see your opponent going for fast roaches, you're probably safe for doing a third CC.
Yeah, unfortunately, Kaozfate didn't scout. He didn't go into the main base. Finally, this is his first inkling of the roaches. They are rushing across the map. Thankfully for Kaozfate, he did open up with a Banshee, so the Banshee is on the way. But for now, he only has Hellions to defend.
Yeah, only Hellions. The Bunket just now starting, mate. The Banshee is about to come out, but that will help. But the question is, how much damage are the roaches gonna do before the Banshees arrive?
Yeah, exactly. As the boys are already evacuated into the main base, Kaozfate knows he cannot hold the low ground. But you know what? That Banshee, it finishes.
Yes, the Banshee finishes. Now pray that Kaozfate has a really good micro with them and he doesn't got sniped by Corrosive Vial, which I don't think is going to happen. But yeah, there we go. Slowly but surely, the Banshee is gonna destroy all these units. But And by the way, Kaozfate, okay, I was gonna say Kaozfate hasn't lost many workers, but here we go. Workers are being pulled and they're being targeted. 6 SCVs killed so far.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, a couple of Hellions are going down as well. As you said, these rushes will eventually be cleaned up, but Ryu did deal some damage. Now he's ahead in set economy.
Yes, 33 workers for Kaozfate, 44 for Ryu. Nicely done by Ryu. Not as much damage as I was expecting. Only 6 workers, but it was more than enough. More than enough.
Yeah, it's one of those things where thankfully Kaozfate, he evacuated his natural prematurely. Like, he knew that he wasn't going to hold here. So because of that, he was able to save a lot of his SCVs. Another thing, because Kaozfate did go for a faster TC, I mean, it's already on location. You know, he has triple SCV production. He has triple mules.
Mio in the chat asked if this is the last qualifier for all regions, and the answer is yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes. China, I haven't checked, like, who qualified from the other regions that you have casted.
From China, I believe it was Maxed who qualified alongside Cyan. Asuna didn't quite make it through there. But XY.
Asuna returned to China?
I mean, playing in the China qualifiers. Asuna does live in America, but can compete in that regional. Meanwhile, at the same time, the Hellions do slip into the third base, actually get a decent amount of drone kills.
Yeah, man, 6 workers. Now the things are even, and the Banshees are still here, mate.
That they are, even though there are spores, the Queens need to be here in position, and more drones are falling. Oh my god, 11 in total.
Yeah, man, 11 in total. I believe also he saw the Spire with those Banshees, so Kaozfate should be ready for what's coming. And yeah, Ryu going for the Mutalis with settling Banelink composition. Meanwhile, going for tank marine push from Kaozfate. We're going to see Kaozfate famed marine splits.
That we are. I hope we also see Ryu's famed borrowed Banelink mines. Of course, we don't have borrow yet, but I wouldn't put it past him to eventually get that upgrade. God, I love it. I love it when he does that, but we'll see. As we are getting the famed Ling Bane Muta against Biotank. It's great. Who doesn't love to watch that?
Everyone loves to watch that. There we go, Banshee coming in. They're trying to do whatever damage they can.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately,
and,
the Queen's...
Queen's very out of position. I love it. He's playing around with Kaozfate's Queens. Was it only just a misrally? I don't know, but here we go. The first meters are out, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Is Kaozfate ready? The answer is yes, there are turrets.
There are turrets. Despite that, there are Marines as well. One Muta is going to go down. We got a second.
Oh, yeah, he loses 2 Mutalis for basically free. They didn't do any damage. And the Banshee is also harassing the 4th base of Ryu. And now Kaozfate is ready to make his first push with Marines and tanks.
Yeah, exactly. And what's scary about this is Banelink speed is not ready. We do have Banelings morphing in here for Ryu, but again, there's not that much creep here. It's going to be really difficult to engage and push this away. It's going in.
Oh, he picks up and he's going straight into the main base, mate, and Ryu is not ready.
Oh, he is not. He's rotating his army around. He has to try and keep up. The Lynx do get here just in time to deal with the Marines.
Meanwhile, Banshees come back and more harassment. One of the guys is going to go down. Finally, one of the Banshees die.
That they do. Meanwhile, this tank is so exposed. I don't think Ryu has actually seen the tank, otherwise he would be pouncing on it. The Marines finally do land here to try and harass again, but Banelink speed has finished. 1-1, also about to finish up as well.
Mate, Kaozfate is so brave. Only with 1 tank and a handful of Marines. Like, mate, I would have turned tail a long time ago.
You say brave, I don't know if it was worth, like, risking a tank like that. Tanks, they do matter, mate.
Yeah, meanwhile, mate, on the other side, the next big wave from Kaozfate is coming. Only 1 tank once again, but that's a lot of Marines, mate. Nice run by Kaozfate. And again, the tank goes down, and mate, Kaozfate needs more tanks. He only going with 1 tank is not gonna be enough.
You say he needs more tanks, mate. Again, he just keeps like leaving them exposed like that. It's so risky. Now 2 tanks have gone down, and as a result, like again, when the next push happens, like imagine this follow-up push with 4 tanks. Now he's only going to have 2. Meanwhile, the Banshee here will finally go down. Oh, one shot away, does get sniped. At the same time, the drops finally get pushed away, and Ryu, for the most part, he has finally dealt with all the harassment. He can focus on his drones, he can focus on his tech.
Oh no, rip Medivac. But the Marines find a nice little cozy place, good worker skills, and this is a big army by Kaozfate.
Yeah, it is, mate. But again, only 2 tanks here, but a lot of Marines. Ooh, the Baileys have to be so careful here. A lot of them do morph in, but Ryu, mate, you cannot go in prematurely. And with that was a lot of Baileys on a handful, only a handful left. I feel like this hatchery, it's gonna go down. Oh, Ryu, he wants to save it though.
There we go, nice please by Kaozfate. The Zerlings cannot make the connection that they want to make. Oh, the tanks finally go down, mate, but Ryu loses base.
Yeah, that he does, and that rally does not stop here. The creep thread is decent, but it's not good enough. The Baileys are coming in. Can they get the connections they need?
They do not get the connections. They get a little bit of connections from some of the Marines, mate, but a lot of them were picked up by the Medivacs and mate, oh no, Kaozfate, he's getting surrounded.
Yeah, that he is. The Bailey connections were okay, but as you were saying, it was not good enough. The army is still coming in. A tank does siege up, but it's gonna go down. Oh,
there
meanwhile,
we go. Kaozfate scans now that Ryu does not have another base, and now mate, he smells blood in the water.
Oh, that he does. Another tank does go down. A lot of this is because, again, Ryu was a little bit greedy. He was taking up into the infestation bit. He wanted to get these infestors out for these fungals. And honestly, Ryu has been trading well, but he just doesn't have the production, doesn't have the economy to sustain himself.
Man, there we go, mate. The Marines just keep coming and coming and coming, mate. Did you saw the recently Carbots animation, mate? This is literally it. It's an endless glimpse of man with gun coming down from the Terran's base, and everything is going down for Ryu. I don't think Ryu has enough macro to hold eternally against this.
Yeah, exactly. The tank goes down. The roaches are coming out. He's doing a decent job. What I will say is that a lot of supply from Kaozfate are in these medevacs. Like, mate, look how many medevacs there are. Jesus Christ.
Look, every Terran army needs a good medical care, okay?
Oh god. So with this, Kaozfate, he does have to regroup here. Ryu is attempting to double expand. If he does get these bases up and running, then he can hold on. But the problem is that, again, he doesn't have vision. He doesn't know where the army is. Oh, now Kaozfate, he reveals himself. He does go straight for the base. The hatchery will fall. Ryu is here to respond, but again, just took a little bit too much time.
There we go. Another base down for Ryu. The infestors are alone.
The infestors were maybe a way for him to get back into this, but GG gets called, and Kaozfate takes game number 1. GG.
Hey, what a play by Kaozfate. Why can I play like him? What is it that I lack? Is it the alcohol in my blood?
That's part of it, mate. That's part of it. Oh god. But yeah, what a game there by Kaozfate. Ryu just being a little bit too greedy there again, like trying to tech up, spending a lot of his gas on his infestation pit, on those infestors instead. Also, he did drone up at the wrong moment. He was like, if you recall, after he dealt with all those drops, he was droning up when an army was coming across the map, and he really needed to focus on his own Ling Bane. And with that, Kaozfate, he takes game 1, and now we are diving into game 2.
Game number 2, Oxide is going to be the map. One of the most standard maps in the map pool, in my opinion. So a very balanced map, but what this map has is there's a couple of spots where 6 tanks are horrible to play against. Like it is a perfect spot for 6 tanks. One of them is usually next to one of the tier bases that the set player can take.
Yeah, definitely. Like, again, Ryu, he needs to be on top with cleaning up these rocks and dealing with the different positionings and being ready for that sort of thing. Ooh, as we are diving straight into game number 2. Our players are ready, our casters are ready. Gonna be on Oxide, as you said. And here we go.
Yeah. Welcome everyone. Oxide Elite map number 2 and spawning here. The Zerg player who currently is losing 0-1. Can he bring it back? This is the CranKy Duckling Ryu.
And spawning in the top right hand corner of Oxide LE, we have the Peruvian Terran player. He is blue, representing Team Eximius Gaming, currently up 1-0 in this best of 5 qualifying match. It is Kaozfate. Alright, here we go, mate. Game 2. How's this series going to go? Do you expect Ryu to go roaches again?
Yes, possibly yes. I mean, it was not a big commitment in game number 1 when he made that early rush push, and it did decent amount of damage. If only he didn't lose then a few drones with the Celos and the Banshees that counterattack next, Ryu would have been in a much better position to deal with the subsequent Marine army that Kaozfate threw at him.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm very impressed with how Ryu was able to hold despite the position he was in. I do see some people in the chat talking about like the push itself and how it did leave much to be desired. Again, like Ryu, it wasn't like I was focusing a lot on like the infestation pit and the fast infestors. The other thing, if you recall, he also invested in a spire and the mutas. And they didn't do anything, if you recall. And they're expensive, right? That's a lot of minerals. That's a lot of gas. You know, imagine if that was spent on Ling Bane or even Roach Ravager instead. Just a couple of things there didn't go well for Ryu when it came to his investments.
Yeah, but it's okay. Like, this is a best of 5. Ryu still have plenty of games to work out the little kinks in his builds and be ready for whatever Kaozfate is throwing up next.
Definitely. Again, this is a fresh game. Hopefully Ryu was able to shake off the previous series.
Oh no, he didn't see the dawn.
Yeah. Ryu was able to just barely avoid that Reaper there. Kaozfate wasn't paying attention at the wrong moments. Very interesting choice, by the way, that Ryu wanted the forward base more than the right hand base.
There we go, forward base by Ryu. This is actually the base that I was talking about, where it is a little hard if they manage to see just right over those rocks, just behind them.
Yeah.
Because the tanks are very well protected and they're still in range of much of the other side.
Yeah. Like when pushes come here, it also depends. Like if Ryu is able to clear up these rocks, then he does have potential to like wrap around the army as well. Like suddenly the map does open up for him, but again, he has to be ready for that sort of stuff. Meanwhile, this time a very different opening from Kaozfate, not an early 3rd CC.
It's not an early CC, he went straight only for the Banshees. I think he doesn't want to get caught in case of Ryu going for the fast rushes that he did again. And by the way, Ryu failed to scout.
Oh yeah, he did not.
I'm very surprised that he failed to do so.
Yeah, he dipped in earlier and he saw, I believe, maybe the starport making, no, maybe the factory making actually. Didn't really see the opening fully. I think what's important is that, again, there was no tech lab here, which I was about to point out. And that is because he's going for a medevac and he's going for a Hellbat push.
Hellbat push is coming in, but the Overlord of Ryu is coming back.
Yeah, exactly. The lane does slip in. The 1-1-1 is spotted, and he confirms that there are no add-ons as well. That is a tell. Bailey Nest is about to finish up. Mate, you need Bailey's here, otherwise it's going to be so difficult to defend.
We'll see, mate. We'll see because, mate, Kaozfate is on the way. The Medivac is done. The Hellions are done. They're about to transform into Hellbats, mate, and it's going to be barbecue time.
Yeah, exactly. The Banelings are being morphed in, though. They are going to be ready with this. The Queens are doing the best they can. Two kites, and the Banelings, they roll in.
Nice plates by Kaozfate, mate. Look at those plates of Hellbat. The man can not only split Marines.
Exactly, the Hellbats split, but you know what? That was also a lot of lost DPS. The Queens are coming in. They push away Kaozfate.
Kaozfate is not stopping, mate. He's going for Marines behind this and Banshees as well. He's coming in for round number 2. I'm not sure if he's going to work. There are more than enough Queens here already. And yeah, so I will say that this push was successfully defended. Zero workers not killed.
And this is beautiful. Look at this. The Overlord comes back in again. A slow Overlord, might I add, this entire time. He confirms that there's a tech lab. It is researching. He knows that Cloak Banshees are on the way.
Now, like, the previous game, Rio saw that it was Cloak Banshees on the way, and they still did a lot of damage.
Exactly,
so
exactly.
It is not a guarantee that only because you scouted, you will be ready.
This is true. This is true. I mean, there are spores in position, pretty good positions, might I add. We have 2 queens at each base, so this time Ryu is taking the defense a lot more seriously. What I will say that I think is good is that Kaozfate didn't just A-move his army. Like, after he got defended, like, there are some Terran players who are like, oh, I invested in these Hellbats, I need to get something done. Thankfully, he pulled back, and he can use these later on in Wave 2, as you were saying.
And they're still here, just being menacing. For whatever settling run by that happened.
Exactly, exactly. There we go. Kaozfate, he does back off. He also knows that he got scouted, so, and interesting, he only committed to a single Banshee here, not 2, so only has 1 to utilize. Don't know how much he's gonna really find with this, but there we go. Finally, he sends it out.
Only 1 Banshee? Yeah, only 1 Banshee. That's weird.
It is, yeah. It's odd, especially because he got Cloak as well. Like, that's a big investment. When you go for more than 1 Banshee, you can do like a couple of micro things, like obviously one-shot drones. You can even try and pick off Queens, try and delay creep. With 1 Banshee, your options are a lot more limited.
Here we go, mate. That 1 Banshee is coming in, trying to make miracles. There is no Queen here ready to defend.
Yeah, the Queens, they are too busy spreading creep, working on that highway. Banshee shows up. How many drones can it get?
Oh, but it was a nice position by the Spore and a nice save of that drone by building another building. So 0 kills by that Banshee so far.
Yeah, exactly. The defense so far has been solid. Meanwhile, mate, that's a lot of Lings coming out, focusing on Ling Bane this time. No Spire whatsoever. Surprisingly, we see a Roach Warren thrown down. Yeah,
I'm not sure if Kaozfate is gonna be ready by so many settling Baneling that is going to be ready because, mate, he's once again pushing and only with 1 tank, and meanwhile the counter attack by Rio is pretty spot on.
Oh, exactly. SCVs will go down. As you said, this push deep into creep with 1 tank and no medevacs? Mate, Ryu, he's looking at that, mate. His mouth is salivating right now. It's like, oh, come to me.
Mate, Christmas came early this year.
Oh my god. I feel like Kaozfate, he realizes, wait, something's wrong here. I feel something feels wrong in my body. This is not going to end well. Oh my god.
No, he's still going. He's still going.
Kaozfate, Puppy, please.
No, he's going to lose everything. The medivacs are coming, but it's pretty late. Like, Kaozfate is going to lose all these Marines.
Thankfully, some of the Marines were able to just barely back off. I feel like Ryu, there was a moment earlier where he could have pounced upon the army a little bit sooner. Regardless, he does shut down one of the tanks.
Okay, here we go, mate. Second tank is coming, but it was not ready, and the barely settling building is coming in. Tank immediately went down. There are medivacs now, mate, but still, mate. I think Kaozfate needs to make less tanks, more Widowmates.
It would be nice. Meanwhile, we do have a Bailey run by. Oh my god, we do have a reaction though.
There's a nice reaction. I don't think he's going to be able to connect with those SCVs. Oh, okay, only 2 SCVs were killed. 3 SCVs because why not? You know.
Meanwhile, Ryu, he has successfully defended here with his army. He's working on his Hive infestation pit. Just finished up. We should see the Hive momentarily. Creep spread is decent, and once again, Kaozfate is pushing out with 1 tank, but this time 2 Liberators.
Yeah, 2 Liberators. Interesting choice versus Erling Bailey, mate. Meanwhile, Zerling counter-attack, mate. He's gonna get all the reinforcements, and now the tier base is also free to attack.
My god, there's nothing at the third. Kaozfate. Does he turn around because he's gonna lose so many workers? He does.
Yes, he does turn around. He needs to turn around, mate. 10 workers down, and the mod is still going on. The Zerlings managed to get into the natural base and kill a tank.
Tank goes down. The Lings get in as well. Again, Kaozfate is forced to give up this position, giving Ryu so much breathing room.
Kaozfate really has it really hard this game. He has not been engaging correctly, and Ryu has been doing an excellent job with the counter attack. Once again, here comes again with only one tank, and mate, this is not enough.
Yeah, exactly. The Baneling's rushing. There's a split. Oh god!
He didn't pay attention, and in 1 second, his whole army turned to dust.
Exactly. He was distracted by the Ling run by. Meanwhile, we do have a couple of Liberators. Never mind, only one Liberator. Never mind, about to be none Liberators, mate.
Kaozfate is trying, mate, but I don't think he is trying correctly. Now, finally, a push with more than one tank. This may be able to do something more, mate, but that's a lot of creep.
I feel like Kaozfate needs to take another shot. I think he's sobering up. I think that's the problem here. Oh my god, as you know what, here comes the Ling Bane getting deep. Oh, actually, he only dips in a little bit. Ooh, the Biles don't just get a Liberator, but also a Medevac.
Yeah, that's a lot of Zerg units, mate, and there's still a lot of creep here. And again, another counter-attack by Ryu, the tier base.
Exactly, he's just all over the place. This time, Kaozfate does not turn around. He has reinforcements to deal with those Lings, but we have a couple other that are just about to unburrow.
Hey, 38 workers have been killed for Kaozfate this game. He's been struggling behind economically so much because of the counter-attack made, and now engagements are also like not good as well. So he loses a lot of Marines because of the Banelings, and he's losing more workers at the tier base back home.
Exactly. The Lings did unborrow, more SCVs did go down. Kaozfate essentially stuck on 2 base economy. Meanwhile, Hive is done. Ultra Cavern is on the way. Oh, one of the Biles did miss. Liberator still stands strong. There's not that much Ling Bane. Okay, never mind. We do have more Ling Bane coming in here just to reinforce.
Yeah, this is a lot of Baneling. Not be able to clean it up still, but the Liberator is gone. One of the tanks is gone, and remember, the economy of Kaozfate is suffering, mate. He just lost his third base.
Oh my god, the third base actually was killed, was not lifted up. Kaozfate was doing such a good job attacking here, but he suffered as a result. In comes Ling Bane. The position has been broken.
Yeah, mate, this is going to be the last big push of Kaozfate, and then I think he's just going to GG because he cannot recover from this.
So you're gonna say this is gonna be the last big push, and mate, it's not big. Oh god. Kaozfate, please, as the Banelings go down, they get their connections. GG gets called, and Ryu ties up the series 1-1. I think I want to say maybe overconfidence from Kaozfate. Like, again, those early pushes, like, they hurt so much just because they weakened his later pushes, right? Like losing those early Marines, losing those tanks, like just being overly ambitious.
Kaozfate, you just push, wait for 2 tanks. That is all I'm asking, mate. 2 tanks.
Even if you like give me that scenario with 2 tanks, that still doesn't change anything. Like, he didn't have any medevacs with his army either. Like, he was really lacking there. Alright, well, GG. Now we are getting ready here for game number 3. Just waiting for our players to get ready, and in we go. Oh. Alright, mate. You know what? I just noticed. I love how you put that emote in the chat. Kaozfate, he took a little bit to ready up. You know, I want to believe, mate. I want to believe that he just set up a shot, mate. Down to cut more than one, actually.
We'll see, mate. We'll see. Welcome everyone. Romanticide game number 3, and Spunny here, the player who managed to come back the previous game. He is now 1-1 with his opponent. This is Ryu.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Romanticide LE, we have the Peruvian Terran player. He is blue, representing Eximius Gaming. It is Kaozfate. Oof. And mate, I'm worried for Kaozfate. Mate, we're on Romanticide.
Yes, Romanticide, another big map for here. Do you say you are worried for Kaozfate?
Oh yeah. I feel like Kaozfate's strengths are when he takes a good fight with his buyer, he doesn't stop. Right? He just keeps pushing across the map, keeps rallying, and just suffocates his opponent. The larger a map is, the more time Ryu has to scatter push, macro, respond. Right? It was something that happened on 2000 Atmospheres where Ryu he just wasn't ready for the attack when it finally showed up. He didn't have control of the map, he didn't have vision on the watchtowers, things of that nature. But yeah, on a large map like this, like, he has a little bit more room, you know?
See, mate, we'll see how it goes. And first minutes of the game, I expect things to go the same as they were in game number 1, number 2. We have a hatch gas pool for Ryu. While meanwhile, a Reaper expands by Kaozfate. Let's see how fast Kaozfate goes for a TvZ in this map. That's one of the things I want to see, because the previous map, the push with the Hellbats, didn't really work out for the best, you know?
Yeah.
And now this map is a little bit bigger. He has more room to defend. He will maybe be able to go for the faster CC, and maybe with that keep his economy going for the endless marine push that Kaozfate is known for.
I agree. I think this is a really great map for that faster CC. I don't think going for a straight up 1-1-1 is necessary on a map like this. You can definitely take advantage of how large it is, and there it is. There we go. Third CC before starport. No crazy early Hellbat timing gonna be coming out from Kaozfate. Not here, mate. Not here. And meanwhile, I have a question for you, Darky.
Yeah.
So there's someone SVN Strider in the chat saying ceviche es para todos. Sí, papi, sí. Darking, have you had ceviche before?
I have not.
What? Get out of this cast, mate. Get out. You haven't
Wait,
had ceviche?
I can leave? I can be free?
Oh my god. Are you even from Latin America?
Barely, mate, barely. Just a few miles up north and I will not.
Oh my god. Mate, you've heard of it though, right? You know what it is? Ceviche?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. My family has ceviche like pretty frequently, but I have never eaten it. I have not been interested.
Mate. Shaking my head, mate. Shaking my head. You get a pass because you like Inca Cola. You get a pass. You know, that makes up for it.
Yes. By the way, I remember I told you I sent you a picture of another foreign soda that I bought recently.
Oh, yeah.
I have tested it already, and I can tell you what it tastes like.
Oh.
It is basically more Inca Cola. It has a very similar flavor.
Okay.
For those wondering, the other day I went and bought a couple of cans of, what was it called? Colombiana, right? I think it was Colombiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a soda from Colombia, of course. And yeah, it has a very similar flavor to Inca Cola, you know, very, very fruit-like. So, like, if you ever cannot find some Inca Cola, you can try some Colombiana.
Mate, that's Mate, you get excommunicated from Peru if you say something like that, alright? Like, that's Mate, a substitute for Inca Cola? Blasphemous, mate, blasphemous.
Mate, I literally went to that store specifically for Inca Cola, and there were none. They didn't have any.
Oh god. Funada that store, man. They gotta stock their shelves. Shaking my head.
I don't know, mate. I don't know. You know, COVID makes things hard for everyone.
It does. Meanwhile, things are slowly ramping up here. Nothing too crazy, no early aggression. You know, we have double E base here from Kaozfate, going to be working on all of his upgrades. Meanwhile, Ryu is of course working on his own Evo chambers. Did get a faster layer, but it was just for bailing speed, just to be safe.
And oh no, that poor Viking.
Oh, poor Viking. I think he got one overlord, two overlords. Not bad.
But yeah, by the way, Kaozfate has had these Hellions for quite a while, and I don't think he has been using them at all.
Yeah, like the creep spread is still going. Like he hasn't been trying to dip into a mineral line or even like bother the queens. He's just been chilling.
Oh, Hellions finally going in, but the Sterlings are ready, mates. And oh my god, now they surround the Hellions, and the Bailings are coming in as well. No.
Oh my god, the Bailings do find their connections. All the Hellions are going to be cleaned up.
Only 4 workers killed, mate, with those Hellions, and nothing of creep was clean, mate. So yeah, definitely not worth it.
Exactly. 8 Hellions for 4 drones. Aye. Would have been worth it just to, even if you weren't going to do anything with them, keep them alive, wait for an armory, turn them into Hellbats, right? Even that would have been better, but aye. Meanwhile, Kaozfate is going for a double drop. I think the Lings didn't see it, but this Overlord will for sure see this drop coming. And once again,
finally, the first Marines of probably many of Kaozfate coming in. They kill an Overlord. There is no tank here, but they are medivacs, so they will be able to pick up as soon as things get dicey.
Oh, nice target fire there on the Bailing because that Ryu is forced back. He only has 1 Bailing left to defend. Okay, the others are rolling down from the main. At the same time, trying to go for a Ling run by.
Yeah, and the Ling run by is successful. The wall was still not a full wall. But they do not go for the workers. They went straight. They kept going in for the supply depots, and nice drop into the main base. Chaos Ryu was not ready. Again, the Marines are going to be able to trade efficiently.
Yeah, exactly. They do take down one of the spores. That will mean that the follow-up drop will have a bit of an easier time getting in. But Ryu, in the end, he does end up defending. And now he's got his Roaches, his Ravagers, 2-2 on the way for both players, to be fair. But now here comes the second push from Kaozfate.
Nice, a lot of clean there by Kaozfate, and he's doing a better job at cleaning creep so far. But and finally made a push with more than 1 tank.
Yeah, and may watch more than 1 tank go down because they're so exposed. Both tanks will fall, and now in come the Bailings and the Ravagers to try and deal with the Marines.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, mate. That was definitely not what you wanted, to leave your tank so much in the open and for your opponent to just pick it up without much issue. But mate, here comes the more Marines in the main base.
Exactly. Once again, the Spore does buy some time for the Ling Bane to respond. In the end, the drop does get forced away. And Ryu working on his infestation pit, gonna be working on that hive shortly thereafter. Oh god. Meanwhile, mate, there's a lot of ceviche talk going on right now, and I would love to join it, but mate, we got a game.
Mate, look, I think it can wait. There are more important things in life.
Oh my god, it's true. Ceviche is pretty important. We can okay, so ceviche, right?
Ceviche with pico de gallo, mate.
With pico de gallo? What is happening right now?
do you know what pico de gallo is, right?
Yeah, I know. Meanwhile, okay, the bio army is coming out. Oh my god, he's about to get surrounded. Oh my god.
Okay, that was a nice focus fire for the Bailings, but the other way of Bailings got to surround the army of Kaozfate, and Kaozfate had to evacuate. And meanwhile, mate, he just lost 1 medivac in the main base. That.
Yeah.
What's the other medivac? Did he also lose it?
It's okay. It comes back in. All the Marines do get dealt with. Now Ryu, he can focus the entirety of his attention here on the southern push, but again, there's a lot of Marines. Oh no, the Liberators!
Yeah. Ooh, Liberators got down, mate. But yeah, that's a lot of Marines, mate, and there's only so many Banelings that Ryu can make.
True, true. We have more Banelings on the way, but he needs to buy a little bit more time. Infestors are on the way once again. Oh god, the Biles get not just Liberator, but also the Widowmine.
Yeah, the vibes are pretty good, mate. Infestors are in the map at the moment, and we have a counterattack from Ryu. But there's a wall on the natural base, but the tier base is exposed.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? This pulls back Kaozfate's army, and this is so important because, as you were saying, Ryu, honestly, he didn't have that many Banelings. He needs to morph in those Banelings now more than ever.
One time exposed, but the Marines return just in time, and a lot of Zerlings are going to go down there.
I don't like this, man. There's not a lot of Banelings here. 5 more being morphed in, but 5? Like, there's just so many, there are so many Marines.
Yeah, there's a lot of Marines. There's tanks. There's Widowmines finally here on the map, and the Liberators are still alive.
That they are. We do have a couple of Biles going down. Another Liberator does fall. The Infestors are still behind this, getting ready to fungal.
No, I gotta say, Ryu has been doing an excellent job at cleaning up those Liberators, mate. The Liberator lasts more than a few seconds in the battle.
The Biles are on point, mate. There we go. We do see the first fungal, and now Ryu is coming in.
Widowmines are finally here, and a second wave of Marines coming in, and I don't think there's enough Banelings left, mate.
Exactly. I mean, there were never enough Banelings. That finally 14 Banelings are on the way, but it is so late. I mean, the army is right outside. Thankfully, the tanks and Liberators have been taken out. Like, a lot of the backbone of this army is no longer there.
Yeah, mate, but the Widowmines make decent connection of the Zerlings.
Yeah, but a lot of the Widowmines did go down. There is still a field though, so again, Ryu has to respect that. He has to be so careful, and he bought enough time. Behind all of this, he was taking up. He threw down a Hydra Den. Lurkers have been morphed in.
I love it, Neo. Pico de what?
It's a Mexican thing. Pico de Gallo is a Mexican thing.
Yeah, it's a Mexican thing. It's not literal. I'm not literally putting the pick of a roster in my meals.
Oh my god. But as Neo was saying, yes, typically you have ceviche with camote. Camote y choclo, man. That's how you do it. Gancha. Man, do you know what gancha is?
I do not.
What? Mates.
Hey, that's Mexican, not Peruvian.
Man,
what do you want to say?
One of these days, I'm going to have you have real Latin American food, okay? One day.
How dare you? How dare you? I feel offended by someone who probably has never eaten real tacos in his life.
I've never eaten real tacos, mate.
But yeah, there's a drop in the main base of Ryu, mate.
Oh my god, there is. Here we go, the main drop is going in. Ryu, he's so distracted by the main army, he's not in position. Yo, the hive. Oh god, okay, never mind, he was here.
Oh my nice god. Fungal throws, all the infantry foil falls, mate.
Wow, I didn't believe. I thought Ryu had his entire army here towards the south. I was like, yo, where are the Infestors? The Infestors were waiting in the main base for the drop.
He still killed 12 workers, mate, so
true.
He did something.
That did happen. The drop is getting behind the mineral line. More workers are going to go down, but the Lurkers are coming in.
Yeah, Lurkers coming in, mate. Kaozfate is forced to go back. And another drop just got directly into the main base. No, the medivacs are like, don't mind me, I have permission.
They do come in at the same time. Oh god, this army is so vulnerable. This is the problem. We see yoinks, but there's no anti-air, so the yoinks do nothing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I joined this medivac. Why? I don't know, man. I just have to. Oh my god, he loses one infestor. He's about to lose the second one. Oh. Yeah, he does. He loses the 2 infestors that were there, and the drops are not stopping, mate.
They are not. Finally, they're going to be cleaned up here by these Hydras, but they dealt so much damage. At the same time, though, Ryu does clean up the drop towards the south as well. And now he's got his Hydras, he's got his Lurkers, he's got his Vipers. Hey, this is the Ryu of old. The Lurker King, mate. He's back.
Patient in the chat asks, anyone know if Ryu streams? And the answer is he does not.
Yeah, unfortunately, he does not. Meanwhile, we do have a drop here in the center of the map. A lot of Widowmines with this as well. This is going to pull the entire army of Ryu back.
Yeah, and the lurkers that left here are going to die as well. And yeah, nice defense by Kaozfate, but Ryu saves most of his army and he just flies out.
That he does. And what's a little bit scary is that the creep threat has been cleaned up quite a bit. There is a little bit here and there, but basically patches. Like, again, it's not really there for Ryu. That means the follow-up pushes are going to be that much stronger. Meanwhile, we've been focusing a lot on the attacks, but Kaozfate has been refining his army to help deal with the lurkers. He is starting to make ghosts.
Oh god, that's a lot. That's a big army that just came out to Kaozfate's base. The factories are under siege. 2 factories that went down, mate.
Oh god, that they did at the same time. We do have a double drop here towards the north, but Ryu has enough to defend, and here come the yoinks.
Hey, I gotta say, with each minute that passes, I like it more and more Ryu's situation here.
Oh yeah. It took too long for Kaozfate to really get a response for the lurkers. He made Liberators earlier, but he stopped Liberator production. They would have been amazing earlier. Oh, nice EMP. God, EMPs did connect with every single Viper. No energy left.
Yeah, no energy left, but I don't think it mattered much, mate. There's a lot of lurkers here, mate.
The biles
there we
are
go,
landing.
biles over the tanks. Another factory that goes down, mate. How many factories does Kaozfate has left? Only 1 factory.
Oh god, it's working overtime, mate. Now eventually Ryu does back off. Again, it's really difficult to continue to force your way into tank lines without those Vipers. The Vipers slowly gathering more of that energy, topping up, and Ryu rotating towards the north, just like Kaozfate.
Yeah, mate. Ryu is going for those Nidus. Double Nidus.
His famed double Nidus into the main. It's gonna happen. Oh god.
Wait, is it really a fame thing he does?
Mate, he does. Wait, we've casted him do this many times. Oh, he's doing it again. God, oh god.
There we go, mate. Tanks and ghosts are here. They're good for dealing with the lurkers, mate, but that's a lot of lurker.
Oh god, 2 more lurkers get sniped. Aye. But you know what? The lurkers, they just leave, get into the Nidus, pop out into the main.
Yes, they're now into the production of the Terran player, and this is definitely what you don't want to happen as a Terran player.
Yeah, exactly. The production is going to go down. Meanwhile, can the Terran even do... No! He abducts the ghost, which means they can EMP all over the Vipers.
Look at the bright side. There are no more ghosts.
Hey, there's plenty of ghosts, mate.
Finally, I think the lurkers are going to be dealt with, mate, but not before doing a lot of damage. They didn't kill many buildings, but they did kill all the tech labs. So that's less marauders, less ghosts that are going to be popping out very soon.
Exactly. Meanwhile, here comes Lingbane is pushing on forward. He's breaking through. The Baileys are finding their connections.
Yes, and there we go, mate. Ryu managed to clean up the army, and oh no, mate, this is a bad spot to land.
Oh,
because
God.
the pile almost lands.
Almost connects. The lurkers are edging ever closer. The army is stuck, forced to lift up.
Yeah, mate, Ryu is doing it. Ryu is turning this game around, and now Kaozfate is the one who needs to be on the defensive.
Exactly. Ryu once again was able to push away the army. The tech labs have not been remade, and this does impact that ghost production that you were talking about earlier. Now mainly only Marines being produced.
The planetary here is only just started, mate, so there's no building to defend.
Yeah, exactly. Forced to lift up. Oh my god, there are still a lot of marauders here from earlier. He's looking to try and push on forward. There is a Nidus though if he wants to evacuate. Meanwhile, another massive run by here. Gonna sneak into the natural.
Nidus finally dealt with. Do you going ham into the natural base of Kaozfate? Only one tank here for defending. Mate, Kaozfate is starting to fall apart little by little.
Oh yeah, he definitely is. There we go. He does finally get into the natural, pulls away the army of Kaozfate, and that means that Ryu can push in.
Yeah, he does. There's a lot of SCVs there, mate. A lot of SCVs that are just right for the picking.
Oh god.
He's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it.
Yeah, he doesn't see that. He doesn't know how close they are. Instead, he does back off. Ooh, this is a pretty strong army. They're going towards the bottom left, and there isn't much here.
Is this going to force Ryu to come back?
Oh god, oh god. Oh, bit of a miss rally there by Ryu. He loses a decent amount of his lings, a couple of Ravagers as well. But the Nidus, it is set up to help defend.
Yeah, Naido's good building, mate.
Oh, exactly. With that, Ryu was able to be in position, forces Chaos back, but at least Chaos does re-land this base. The workers can go back to mining.
So yeah, finally, mate, we can breathe for 1 minute. For 1 minute, and we can see what is happening. What is happening on the game? It's a 168 supply for Kaozfate. Ryu is maxed out with 12 workers ahead of his opponent. And oh no, that poor planetary is burning.
It is burning.
And there's nothing here to defend, and Ryu is going to enter the natural and the main base of his opponent.
Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, the Sensor Tower was not in position, and mate, Kaozfate is going for the base trade. He's like, I cannot deal with this. You can have my base. I'm gonna try and take yours.
Yeah, I'm not sure how good this is going to go, mate.
I feel like it's his only option though. Like it's like, what else is Kaozfate gonna do?
Infantry move forward, mate. There's only a couple of Bailings here to defend against all this, but the Lurkers come back.
They come back, and that is enough here. Ooh, I love this. He picks up. He's going for a big Doom drop into the main base.
Yeah, big Doom drum. He focuses on the workers on the third base of Ryu, mate. Oh my god, the infantry just melts.
Jesus Christ. GG gets called.
That was painful to watch, mate. Me as a Terran player, I feel very hurt.
Oh god. Meanwhile, wow, what a game there. What an intense back and forth. There were moments there where Kaozfate was looking on points, but Ryu, he just didn't stop taking up. Eventually, he did get into those Lurkers, into those Vipers, and yeah, he just pulled Kaozfate apart there, especially with those Niduses.
Yeah, mate. Right, while we wait for map number 4, do you wanna the result of the other qualifying match? What's happening?
Oh, give it to us. The Brazil, mate. What happened?
Yeah, miss. The Brazilian won against the other Brazilian, so he advances to the Terran beat the Serlor, mate, 3-0.
Ooh, there we have it. Terran redeeming himself here by just not showing up in the first round. Feels bad, man, but he moves on in the lower bracket without dropping a single map.
Yes, congratulations to Terran. He advances and requalifies to DreamHack Latin America.
Oh boy, there we have it. Meanwhile, we only have one qualifying match left, and that is Ryu versus Kaozfate. We do see that Ryu only needs one more to make it through. Un momento, mates. Meanwhile, Kaozfate, he needs...
Oh god, I'm going to tear my hair apart, mate.
He needs duo mementos, mate. Oh god. Ugh. Ay. Do you know how Yaku counts in Spanish?
Do I want to?
We'll see if this triggers your memory and if you remember this song. Whenever he counts in Spanish, he goes, when he's counting bases, he goes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you recognize that song, mate?
I do not, mate.
What? Oh my god.
Care to illuminate me?
God, what's it called? Pretty Fly for a white guy. Pretty Fly. What song is that called? The Offspring. Pretty Fly. Yeah. From like 1998.
I think I kinda have memory of that, but mate, that was a long time ago. When that band was popular, I don't think I was even in middle school. I think it was even before that.
Oof. It is an old song. But that is how Yaku counts.
I'm old, mate, but not that old.
Oh god. Alright. Here we go, mates. All the casters have converged here into this final match. Horus, Cosmos, Lora. Ourselves, Los Patos. This is it, mate. Game 4, and it's gonna be on Blackburn.
Blackburn LE. If there's one map that I'm pretty sure that Kaozfate likes in the map pool, is this one.
Oh yeah, 100%, mate, 100%.
Yes, a very short map where you can rally your units and they arrive on the other base in a matter of seconds. So we'll see how it goes. And welcome everyone. Spawning here, the red shirt player. Only one game from advancing to the main event. This is Ryu.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Blackburn LE, we have the Peruvian Terran player. He is blue, representing Eximius Gaming. It is Kaozfate. Again, people in the chat, !B in the chat if you want to have a look at the run of all the other players in this tournament, because this is the final match remaining here. Oh, and Ducklings, do you think this is it? Do you feel like Kaozfate, he can bring it back, take it to the ace match?
Yes, I can. I have faith in my Terran Breton.
Yeah, as do I.
You also have faith in your Terran Breton?
I do. Oh,
Game paused.
To get a bit of a pause here. Hopefully everything is okay. So we do have, and I agree, like, again, Blackburn, it is a very Terran favored map. We'll see what Ryu's response or how his approach is going to be here, because whenever Eric plays on this, he just goes for a roach all in. He's like,
yeah, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that Blackburn is like the worst map for Ryu in the current map pool.
Beckett may be worse. But I mean, mate, everyone gets at least one veto, so yeah, Blackburn is typically the one that gets through in the best of fives. So yeah, it can be rough, man. It can be, as you were saying, like, mate, Kaozfate can really get things going on this map. If he's allowed to. As we're just waiting for our players to get ready here. The people in the chat, they're singing along to the song.
Oh god.
Oh god. Beautiful, mate, beautiful.
There you go, mate. The game resumes and we are back. I hope whatever it was Ryu took care of, and we don't get any more pauses later on, because in a few minutes things are going to get crazy, mate.
Oh yeah, mate, things are about to pop off. Hopefully everything is okay there for Ryu. Nothing too serious. Maybe just a call or something like that. Oh. And yeah, again, for those wondering, mate, this map has a very short rush distance by ground. It's like, hold on. One, maybe 2.5 screens, maybe.
I mean, maybe 3 if you count the slow zones.
I guess, yeah. From one natural to the other, it's brutal, mate. It can be brutal.
Did you know, mate, that if you look at the minimap of this map, you see a cat?
It depends. It's like one of those like the ink blot tests. Like, do you see a cat? Do you see like a panda? I think what is
it's a cat, mate. There's a famous cat, famous like drawing of a cat that is called the Puchen cat, I believe. And it looked exactly like that, the cat, mate.
What does Steel see? I think Steel sees a Space Invader.
Steel sees kinda, but no, mate. It's a cat.
Oh god. Yeah, very, very iconic map. Is this going to be one of the maps we keep in this map pool?
Oh god, I just remember this song that you were talking about. I just got it.
There you go. Oh god. How could you not, mate? How could you not?
Mate, it's been like 2 decades the last time that I heard that song.
Mate, I've got that song on CD, mate. I've got it on CD somewhere.
I don't know. I never bought that CD.
No, I didn't either, but mate, download that on LimeWire, you know? Burn it on a CD.
LimeWire, I never used that crap.
Would you use Napster? What'd you use?
No, Napster was a little before. I don't remember. I do not remember seriously what did I use, but there was something similar, but it was not LimeWire. I believe it was something with the drawing of a donkey. Maybe?
Okay.
Question mark? Don't remember, mate. Mate, this is like ages ago, mate. This was last century.
It was. Yeah, man. You download your songs, you know, put them on your Discman. I think I still have my Discman, actually.
I also have a Discman, and it doesn't work anymore.
Oh, God. I think I have a mini Discman player lying around, which is a little bit different. Yeah, mate.
Is that a Discman that can only play mini disc, or is that a Discman where you can put a regular CD and it sticks out very weirdly on the side?
It only plays mini disc, like because it's so small, right? Like that's the point of the mini Discman. It's like the size of like your palm.
Do you have mini disc, mate?
I'm sure I have them lying around somewhere.
Wow, mate, you are literally the first person that I know that own mini disc.
Yeah, that was the era, just like in between the Discman and like the iPod, you know. MP3 player.
You know, because like here in Mexico, if you wanted to hear music, it was obviously a Discman. You're not going to buy a mini disc.
I mean, mini discs are very niche, like.
Yes, extreme. Only in Australia, apparently.
I mean, it's not like I use it now, but like, you know, back in like 2004 or whatever, 2003.
Yeah, but speaking of using it now, finally the Hellions for Kaozfate are coming out.
Oh,
They're
boy.
going in, mate. How many defenses does Ryu has? Ryu has 9 Zerlings and 4 Banelings. Not enough.
Oh boy, yeah, Ryu has been so greedy, just expanding and taking a 4th base here on a map like this. Ay. Meanwhile, the production is just ramping up here for Kaozfate. The Lings are flooding. The Hellions are looking to find a way in.
The Banelings got destroyed, mate. The Banelings didn't have speed, and now the drones are forced to run.
Oh god! They're trying to hunt down the drones. They're trying to keep up. They're trying to. Can they get there? No, they cannot.
They will not, mate. There was an eternal wall of queens between them and the drones, and they never managed to do it, and only 2 drones went down.
Man, shout out to the defensive line of the Queens. They did protect. They had the back of those drones. Only 2 drones went down. And Ryu is so greedy. He's taking a 5th base. He's taking a 5th. Chaos is on 3 bases, mate. Madman.
Mate, a 5th base. He has lair. He's building 2 Roach Warrens? Question mark.
He's panicking, man. He doesn't know what to do. He's taking more bases, getting a lair, getting a roach warren. I mean, like, again, because he's being so greedy and because Kaozfate is taking a 4th CC, by the way, like, he is giving Ryu enough time to be this greedy and finish droning up and start focusing on his army.
Oh god. Okay, finally a bunch of Marines are coming out for Kaozfate. I hope this is enough, mate. This is enough. They don't have combat shield, but combat shield just started.
Oh no, you forgot combat shields. Like what I'm worried about is the strength of a map like this is like tank pushes, right? But Kaozfate completely avoided that. Maybe he got PTSD from the previous games and he just didn't make any tanks because he has 0 tanks on the map right now. Like instead it's just pure bio.
There we go, Liberator into the main base. Unfortunately, there are 2 queens here, so Liberator is going to be killed very quickly. And here come the Marines, mate. Team is done. There's 1 medivac, but he sees the Banelings and he backs out.
Oh my god, he does, and this is what I mean. Like, what's a pure bio force? There aren't even enough medivacs to completely evacuate this if he does get surrounded. Aye. Meanwhile, okay, here we go. Finally, the rest of the reinforcements are joining up. We do have 1 tank with this. Now, this is a force to be reckoned with. +1 is done, stim is done, combat shields is about to finish up in a couple of seconds.
Yeah, here we go, mate. The big push of Kaozfate with only 1 tank, as it should be. And killing the traitorous Marine over there. Here we go. Let's see if Kaozfate has enough. Baneling speed is not done.
True.
But he has Ravager, he has the Sterlings, and he has numbers.
He does have the numbers. The queens are coming in as well. Ooh, doesn't commit to the fight, and it looks like this hatchery will go down. But it's fine because this was his 5th, not his 4th.
Yes, and it doesn't matter because, mate, Ryu is doing a counterattack.
He is, and you know what? The tank is exposed. Can he go for it? It looks like he will dive on top of the tank. At the same time, the main army is pushing on forward. Ryu, he's just buying time for Baneling speed to finish up. It's going to finish in a couple seconds. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Oh, no. All the Banelings got killed, mate. And now, with what was it? It was with the Viking, right? I think they collided with the Viking.
They did, yeah. The Vikings soaked up all of those Banelings. It was so close. The Banelings almost had the juiciest connections, and then it would have been a completely different game. But you know what? Here come the second wave of Banelings.
Yeah, second wave of Banelings. Tanks are not shot, mate, and Kaozfate is gonna lose everything.
Oh, exactly. A beautiful surround with those links. He does chase the army completely back home. What is there to defend? There is a tank. Ooh, Ryu pulls back. Ay. And with that, now Ryu, he can just focus more on home. 2-2 is on the way. They honestly, this is kind of late, to be honest. +2 already on the way for Kaozfate, so that is something that Ryu has to work on. He will have the upgrade disadvantage, but mate, he wants to go into lurkers again.
Yes, and why not, mate? They worked so great last time. Kaozfate was definitely not ready for them, and he's still not ready for them, mate. I don't see any Ghost Academy on the way.
Oh yeah, there are Liberators though, and they will help, but I think they're just being set up for the defense. I'm sorry, for harass. Meanwhile, here come the Banelings. It does force Chaos back. Yo, Hydrogen is scanned. Should know.
Scans the Hydra then. Is he gonna do anything else? Marauder production has begun. And another big push from Kaozfate is coming in.
That it is. We do have a bit of a Ling run by, but there is a planetary here. He will confirm the base at least, I guess. Meanwhile, here comes the push. Widowmines this time being incorporated. Oh god, the lips again. They keep stacking up.
There we go, mate. 2 Liberators and 1 Widowmine for only a couple of corrosive bios.
Kaozfate, please. Meanwhile, mate, we have a massive Ling run by. Ryu's so bold, looking to go counterattack with them and not defend.
I mean, it's probably gonna work out, mate. They managed to enter the natural base and get a lot of reinforcement, mate. 16 drones are coming, are going down, mate. 18 drones have been killed so far, and here comes Ryu engaging the main army of Kaozfate.
Oh my god, but the Banelings did get the connections that they needed. A lot of the Widowmines got the connections that they needed on those Banelings, but the Banelings are still coming in. The Marines!
Oh no, this is terrible for Kaozfate. He's gonna lose everything. Now made 150 supply versus 156, and the Zerlings of Ryu is still doing damage back home.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, can he get the CC? I mean, there is a Bioforce here. He shouldn't get it. Right, he shouldn't get it. Oh god. Mate,
this is a disaster for Kaozfate. This is supposed to be the map where Kaozfate was supposed to win very easily, and look what's happening.
Exactly. It was that thing, right? We were expecting a tank push, and he did, I guess, but with only 1 tank. God damn it, Kaozfate. Meanwhile, here we go. Ryu, he's pushing out. We do have a Widowmine shot. Decent connection.
Decent connection, mate, but still, I don't think this is going to be enough, mate. The economy of Kaozfate is very hard. 59 workers, only 3 bases. Has not started to rebuild the fort. So I think Kaozfate is just going to try his best with the remaining economy that he has.
Oh god, exactly. I wouldn't be opposed to him maybe lifting up and taking the gold base or something, for example. Meanwhile, the Banelings are rolling on in. There's one more Widowmine shot. Gets taken out before the shot goes off.
The splits are very good. But there's a lot of Zerg army left, mate, and not that much terrain.
Exactly. Ay. And meanwhile, here we go. Lurkers are done. Vipers are coming out. There is the famed double Nidus to go into the main base once again. But we'll see if he even needs to do that, mate, because here we go. The main armies are fighting.
Yeah, main armies are fighting. Ryu is winning. A lot of the infantry for Kaozfate went down because it got stuck in the corner over there, and the Lurkers are here, mate.
Lurkers are here. Ryu, he's moving down towards the low ground. There are only 2 Widowmines with this army. Oh my god, one of the Lurkers does get focused.
Parasitic bombs over the medivacs, mate. So, oh my god, mate, all the medivacs went down.
Every single medevac goes down. There's the double Nidus into the main. Kaozfate completely out of position. Does he even see it? He is not responding.
Mate, this is it, mate. This could be the moment, mate, where you have your 4-player into DreamHack. What are your thoughts like? Oh my god, those liberators didn't even explode. They just disappeared.
They just disappeared, mate. The lurkers, they do go into the main base. We do have a couple of reinforcements coming in here to try and deal with this. Kaozfate, his main army is forced back. Meanwhile, not even. Ryu takes game number 4 and the series.
GG, mate. Congratulations to Ryu. Congratulations, Light VIP. CranKy Ducklings has 2 players in DreamHack Latin America.
Congratulations, Ryu. Well played. He is the last player to qualify here in the Latin American Closed Qualifier and the last CranKy Duckling to qualify as well. Congratulations. Congratulations, mate. It was a hard-fought battle. Honestly, I was really concerned. Like, Ryu, he fought well against Parker Mike, but he really did struggle. He really did struggle against Shakti. He really did. He actually just messaged me. He's like, thank you, Light, but I'm still upset about losing to Shakti. Understandable. It's rough. It's rough, especially losing games against Glaive Adepts like that. Like, it does feel bad afterwards, but GG, man. GG.
And that is it, like the qualifiers for DreamHack are over.
That they are. Just before we do move on, though, again, my condolences to Kaozfate. Kaozfate, he did, have a decent run here. He did take a game off of the Zerglord. He did beat Sinner before this. But what I will say is that we have seen Kaozfate play better than this. I feel like he slipped up quite a bit when it came to his positioning with his army. His macro was on point, but again, like we have seen him perform better in these weekly events. I don't think he really showed off his full potential here in the closed qualifiers.
Dank B23 on the chat. Too many mates, mate.
Too many mates, not enough, mate. What are you on about? Oh god. So yeah, I hope again people in the chat, they don't take that at face value for what Kaozfate has to offer. He's still a very, very strong player, just didn't have the best day here today. And with that, congratulations, Ryu. And with that, Darking, we've made it. We have finished up all the qualifiers, open and closed.
Yes, we are done. We are done. Just in time, mate. Just in time. I can finally rest and never wake up.
You can finally pass on, mate. You're good. You're good. Oh god. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. I hope everyone had a good time. I know we had a really good cast here. Was a little bit nerve-wracking there, but yeah, some pretty intense ZVPs, a ZVT to round it all out. Ryu showing off of his very unique style, right? Like just going Ling Bane into those lurkers, into those Nidus, pulling apart his opponents. I don't really know many other players who enjoy that style, especially with the Niduses.
Oh, like there are some people in the chat who are screaming interview.
Oh god, I don't know about that one, mate. I don't know. We did interview Starduck when he did qualify for the closed qualifiers. I don't know if I want to drag Ryu in here. I know it's late in Europe, and he did say that he was still a little bit upset about the previous series. Oh god.
Look, I see Neo online, mate. Maybe you can drag him and tell him, hey, how did you not qualify?
Oh god, Funada Darking in the chat, the BM, mate, the BM. Oh god. But yeah, congratulations for you. Well played. And with that, as you were saying before, all the Ducklings that made it to the closed qualifiers, they all made it to the main events.
Yes, you must be very happy, Light.
I'm very proud. I'm very proud of my players. I mean, at the end of the day, like, they are amazing at what they do. Like, they are the best of their regions. Specifically when it comes to North America, I'm talking about Patty Mac. When it comes to Oceania, Starduck. And when it comes to Latin America, Ryu. Like, all three of them have really done well. I know that they all underperformed last season. I say they all, like Ryu and Starduck. They were a little bit upset in DreamHack Summer. Like, not even making it to the closed qualifier. Like they had the most unlucky brackets in the open qualifiers. Oreo as well, and they really did struggle. But now they came back, like, with a fire in their hearts for DreamHack Fall, and they proved it, right? They proved it by not just making it to the closed qualifier, but even going further than that to the main event, to the group stage.
Congratulations to them, and congratulations to all the other players that have qualified, including the other 3 players for today: Cham, Shakti, and Terran.
Exactly. Thankfully, Terran showed up. He's such a good player. It would have been disaster. It would have been heartbreaking. If he had just, I don't know, slept in. Maybe something like came up and he couldn't get home in time, and for him to have to forfeit his matches.
Yeah, I mean, he did came back and he won. He won exactly what he needed to win. So congrats to him as well. We're going to see him Wednesday night.
That we are, as we just show off the bracket here on the screen right now for Latin America. The 4 players that did advance on are Cham, Terran, Ryu, and Shakti. And they will be joining players like Eric, Jim Rising, Kelazur, and Special.
Yeah, mate. Now, Eric did the unthinkable last time, mate, and he became the best player, the second best player in Latin America. Can he do it a second time, Light?
That is the question. I know Eric has been practicing hard, but at the same time, so has everyone else. Oh boy, Cham, he's the big name that everyone is looking at right now. He has been practicing in Korea all year. He underperformed hard in DreamHack Summer, but everyone knows that when it comes to practice in Korea, it takes a while for that to really sink in. Like, first you get to Korea, you have to adjust everything, then you have to adjust to a new meta, then on top of that, like, you don't really see how good you're getting just practicing against the Koreans constantly until you really prove yourself and show up here in DreamHack. I'm excited personally. Like, we're even though Cham isn't a CranKy Duckling, like, we're massive Cham fans here.
Yes. I cannot wait to see how much has Korea improved him. I believe did he play in the last ESL qualifiers?
He did. Unfortunately, he got knocked out by Zest.
Okay. If you're gonna lose to someone, at least let it be Zest, okay? But yeah, I cannot wait for the training that Cham has been doing in Korea, that Special has been doing in Korea, that Kelazur has been doing in Europe, and that Jim Rising has been doing in Minecraft.
There it is, mate. There it is. Jimena Rising. That's the thing, mate. He's playing a lot of Minecraft, been playing a lot of League of Legends. God damn it, Jim. But yeah, I wish the best for Jim Rising as well. I hope he is able to perform well. I know he does, even though he's a streamer and he likes to have fun, like, he does take competition seriously, especially when he's in this stage of the bracket. But yeah. With that, I believe we are done for the day.
Yes, we are, like, yes, we are. It has been a fun week, a fun weekend, but everything now has to end.
All good things must come to an end, and they don't end yet. The qualifiers may be over, but the main event starts in just a couple of days. We have 2 days break before DreamHack group stage starts with Oceania and then Latino America. Less than a week to go. So these players, they have a couple of days to take a break, but then they have to jump straight back into it.
Mate, but aren't you forgetting to mention, like, an important event that is happening right before that?
Oh my god, exactly. Just before DreamHack, mates, we have an event called Desafiantes.
Yes, La Espira Desafiantes, or 5th Desafiantes Tournament Light, the second one of the year, where we are going to invite the best players who didn't make it quite through to the main event of Latin America. Light, just while we were in the middle of casting, I just got 3 more players.
Oh, that you did. That you did.
Yes, I can confirm it that from the open qualifiers, one of the people who did upsets during the tournament, the Chilean player Luciano, is gonna be playing on Desafiantes.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, and from today, mate, I can already confirm that Sinner is gonna be with us in Desafiantes. And mate, and especially mate Fernantok, Paco Mike is gonna be playing Desafiantes as well.
Oh yeah, Paco Mike, he's gonna have a chance at redemption. I know he had a really rough time today, running into Ryu and Terran. That's just how sometimes the bracket goes. Paco Mike, I really wish he had a road to redemption, because if you remember in DreamHack Summer, he had to forfeit against Jim Rising because of a storm. I believe, was it a storm in his area, in his region? Like, he couldn't play, so he had to forfeit in the group stage. That was crazy. Like, he didn't have a chance to play.
Oh yes, I remember, because it was also raining like crazy in my city.
Yeah.
That week.
Yeah. Like, he just didn't have power. So I was hoping that he would have another chance to make it to the group stage to redeem himself, but unfortunately, DreamHack 4 this season wasn't his season. But maybe he can have a chance in Desafiantes.
Yes, another chance in Desafiantes, and mate, there's also there's a third season of DreamHack later on, so it's okay, mate. We'll see Paco Mike plenty on in Desafiantes. There's gonna be still Sentimientos Latinos and Copa Hyperions and Battle of the Americas. There's Paco Mike for years and years, mate.
Exactly. Aye. And with that, we are going to wrap things up here. Again, as a reminder, we are going to be the official B stream for DreamHack Oceania, Taiwan, Hong Kong, China, and Latin America over the course of the next week. So we're going to have plenty of StarCraft to come. We do have a couple of days break. I believe our next broadcast is going to be tomorrow with ESL Americas, ESL Open Cup Americas. Honestly, I'm debating whether or not I want to cast it. Like, it has been an intense week, and maybe I do need like a full day off. So still up in the air. If you want to tune into ESL Open Cup Americas and here on this channel, then keep an eye on our social media. We will announce when we go live. If we go live, still, we'll see. We'll see what we decide to do with that. Especially because ESL Americas is typically a very long broadcast. It's like typically 5+ hours. So yeah, it's an intense series. But with that, Darking, why don't you tell us more about you?
Yeah, my name is Darking, and you can usually find me behind the scenes when in a lot of the tournaments that I just talk about, in Sentimiento Latino, in Battle of the Americas, in Desafiantes coming up next Thursday. And yeah, and you can follow me in my social media to know more about the things that I do at twitter.com/darking665, or you can follow me on Twitch and see how bad of a player I am in StarCraft at twitch.tv/darking665.
Not that bad, man. Not that bad. God. But you can tune into a stream if you want to tune into Balance Winding. That's always there, mate. Always... You're a GM at that, Darking. GM at that. God. But yes, you can follow me at light_VIP on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook. I do stream occasionally throughout the week, but I'm not streaming this week. We've been so busy with DreamHack. I do need to take a break, and we're going to be even more busy with even more DreamHack. So yeah, if you want to tune into that, I'll be streaming most likely next week or the following week. Some ladder sessions, some Final Fantasy 14, just some fun with the other Ducklings. So yeah, if you're interested in that, then do follow us there. But more importantly, follow the CranKy Ducklings here on Twitch. If you enjoyed our broadcast, if you enjoyed our casting, and if you want more, then we have plenty of it here on this channel. We are live throughout the week, even without DreamHack. We have plenty of weeklies, Latin American weeklies, Oceanic weeklies, North American, Korean. We have so much StarCraft on this channel. So consider hitting that follow button. If you want to support us further, you can check us out on Patreon. You can subscribe to the channel as well. All that money goes to the tournaments that we run, and it also goes towards the players that we have signed as well to our pro team. That is, of course, players like Ryu, like Patty Mac, like Eric, Starduck, Neo, and Oreo. So yeah, it's thanks to the community. It's thanks to the support that we were able to grow as much as we have here at the CranKy Ducklings. And with that, Dark King, do you have anything else you want to add? Any final words?
Yes, it's been a really fun week.
Mhm.
It's been really fun to always see my region competes and in the most competitive qualifier tournaments that there are ever. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait for the Desafiantes. I cannot wait for the main event. And everyone, please keep tuning to StarCraft.
Yes, exactly. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you guys maybe tomorrow, but at least for the DreamHack main event. Ciao.
For the Desafiantes.
For Desafiantes, yes, for Desafiantes. Ciao.
Bye, everyone.